Welcome to the Everyday Mom Challenge. This is episode 96. Lord, that our eyes may be opened. All right, let's jump on into Matthew. We're going to start with Matthew 20, verses 29 through 34. And as they departed from Jericho, a great multitude followed him. And behold, two blind men sitting by the wayside, when they heard that Jesus passed by, cried out, saying, Have mercy on us, O Lord, thou Son of David. And the multitude rebuked them, because they should hold their peace. But they cried the more, saying, Have mercy on us, O Lord, thou Son of David. And Jesus stood still, and called them, and said, What will ye that I shall do unto you? They say unto him, Lord, that our eyes may be opened. So Jesus had compassion on them, and touched their eyes. And immediately their eyes received sight, and they followed him. That's some spirit goosebumps. I think about this scene as it be played out. And Jesus coming, and the crowds all around rushing to him. And the two men on the side, they hear the commotion. They've heard of Jesus. They know his power. They know his mission. They have called him, Thou Son of David, O Lord. And then the crowd tries to keep them quiet. Now, why? The crowd wanted Jesus all to themselves. The crowd did not think that the people on the wayside held any importance. No, Jesus, I'm in line first. Here's my number. Here's my ticket. I'm closer to you. I'm here. You know, in this story, we don't hear about someone going over to Jesus and saying, Hey, Jesus, what about them at the wayside? You don't think Jesus knew they were there? Sure. But it's the miracle in that they called out to him. They sought Jesus. Now, did they get up and start pushing through the crowd and trying to get the hem of his garment? No, that's another miracle. But they used what they had, and that was their voice. How many times do we have a voice and we don't use it? How many times should we be crying out to the Lord in our situations? Yet we sit quiet and we suffer in silence. I just think about these people as they're crying out, Have mercy on us. How many of these people walk by them day by day by day? Did anybody show mercy to them? They had each other, and they had their faith. But that one time calling out wasn't enough. Their voices overcame that crowd, and they cried out even louder to the Lord. And I love how Matthew wrote this, and Jesus stood still. It doesn't tell any more about what happened to that multitude following them. They kind of disappear in the rest of the story. When Jesus stood still. That is so powerful. We can be moving in so many different directions. Many of them can take us away from the Lord. And many can stifle our voice. But when we be still in Him and cry out for mercy. He hears us. When Jesus stood still and He called them and He said, "What will ye that I shall do unto you?" You know, He knew they were blind. It's that calling faith. They say unto Him, "Lord, that our eyes may be opened." You know, we need to ask that prayer today. Many of us, at times in our lives, we could walk through spiritual blindness. We can see things so much in the world. When we start looking like the world. And I pray to God that He take away the scales off of my eyes. Remove the veil and the covering, Lord. Open my eyes, Lord, that I may see. Jesus had compassion on them, just as He has compassion on us today. As He has compassion to you. And immediately their eyes received sight. Now, they didn't get up from the wayside and go run trying to find their family or spread the news away from the Lord. They were ready to receive what else the Lord had to give them as well, and that was the spiritual word. Walking with Jesus, they followed Him. Because once they received their sight, their story was not over. Following Him begins the story. No matter what stage you are in your life, your story isn't over. And I just feel this shifting in my spirit. It's exciting. It's goosebumps again. It's lovely. Because our stories are just beginning. That is so powerful. If we look at John 16, verse 13. Howbeit, when He, the Spirit of truth, is come, He will guide you into all the truth. For He shall not speak of Himself, but whatsoever He shall hear, that shall He speak, and He will show you things to come. He shall glorify Me, for He shall receive of mine, and shall show it unto you. You know, we have the Spirit now to show us the way, to guide us. And we need to follow after that Spirit. And we have to use our voice. If we find ourselves in a place of being stuck is different than being standing still. Being stuck and seeing things and all wrong, and it's time to get ourselves unstuck and be still in Him and cry out to Him. The Spirit will not lead you wrong, but the Spirit will lead you in truth. And I think the world needs a lot more of truth. I hope that you can take and reflect on this message. And just sit still and ask God to open your eyes and then follow Him. So I'm going to ask you to do a journaling tonight and write the words that the Spirit whispers softly to you of where you should go, what you should do for the Lord, and then seek that truth and that wisdom of the Spirit to guide you in the steps that you need to go to follow Jesus. All right, there is a song that I want you to go listen to. Now, I want you to listen to this before you journal. The words are so powerful to me. It is from a group called Cutlass, and it's called What Faith Can Do. And I've saved it on the Song of the Day list. I love how that second verse starts out. Nothing is impossible with God. He can make the blind see. He shows compassion and mercy every day. So if you're feeling like maybe you're on the wayside, then it's time to use your voice. Please pray for me. And I'm praying for you. Have a blessed one, and I'll see you tomorrow.